Hey guys, I'm going to do a quick 9-3 transformations review. So if you have an equation that looks like y equals x squared, that is just a basic parabola that goes through 0, 0. The reason why it's going through 0, 0 is because you have nothing else here. So it's almost like your slope-intercept form where it's just y equals x, where you don't have a y-intercept and you don't have any slope. So this is like your parent function. So that's called a parent function. So anything we add to this is a movement. So we are looking at this equation that equals, let's do 3x minus 2 squared plus 1. So we'll just make it really basic. Okay, so we're really looking at y equals a, x minus h plus k. That's squared. Okay, so all we're looking at is this value, and this value. That's all you're supposed to be grabbing from those. This tells me how wide it is. This a is wide, so, or negative. So this is either negative or positive, and it has to do with wideness. Okay, so if it's closer to 0, so like a fraction, is wide. A whole number is narrow, or they call it stretched. Wide they also call compress. Sorry. Okay, you're just watching this, okay? The other thing is, if it's negative, it's going this way, and if it's positive, it's going this way. And sometimes the negative, they're going to call that a reflection. So you are looking for a value that sits in front of x. A value that sits in front of x. Okay? The h is the opposite. So whatever it says, since this is a negative, that's going to be the opposite of that. So it's the opposite. So in this case, it would be a positive 2. So you're going to move right 2. This k tells you to move up or down. It's the most simplest. I always start here. So in this case, from my parent function, I am going to, my a equals 3, so that's going to make it stretch. My h is going to be a positive 2, so right 2. My k is equal to 1, positive 1, so that means up 1. Okay, so my new one is a 2 to the right, so 1, 2, and then up 1. So that's my new vertex. And then it's going to stretch, that one, a little like that. That's all you're doing. Find your a, your h, and your k. The other thing this is telling you is your vertex. So your vertex is the opposite of h, and then my k value. So in this case, my vertex is the opposite of this negative 2, which is positive 2. And then, just kind of like here, and then my k was a positive 1. That is my xy vertex. Hopefully this helps.